I'm just recording this session. Okay. So we'll converse in English. If you find any difficulty, let me know. We'll review the case study one by one. The first one, create a variable that stores the current year. Do not hard code the current year. Instead, use formula. Okay.
So I just wrote everything the
No problem.
same.
You just
Uh,
copy this one and you can
mm,
execute in your anonymous window.
oh,
Okay.
I'm executing first one.
Okay. So you are using which function for this one? Date function, right?
Mm.
Super. Okay. Okay. Next one. Just
Next one.
go to the case study. We'll see what is the case study. Then
Oh, okay. Okay.
can I create variables to store? Okay, logged in username, local preferred user, and again we are not going to hard code the values. Okay, fine.
For that, I used user info class and its
Okay,
methods.
okay,
So current username and its locally and then
and user thing. Okay, perfect. Next one.
create a variable to store the length of logged in username and consider using string class.
Okay.
So same thing like string username I got it.
Hmm.
After that, that username dot length method I used for getting
Okay.
the length of the thing.
Okay.
Ashok,
Yes.
this is Syed.
Yes, sir.
Even in the user info is giving no. This is inbuilt class or what?
Yes, sir.
Out
It's a
of the
library class. Salesforce inbuilt class.
okay. Thanks.
So total length
Okay.
including space 21.
Hmm.
Then next
Next one.
one, create a variable that will store first five characters of the logged in user's last name.
Hmm.
So consider using string class.
Okay.
Actually, I used the username itself. I didn't use last name.
Last, that's fine. But the thing is, how you should
Oh,
know how to get the first five characters or last five characters.
I
Okay.
use substring method
Substring.
and
That's good. Okay.
starting position and the length of the
Okay,
uh,
but
thing
you don't
substring.
need to compile this. Check.
Okay.
Just let
Mm,
me check. Okay, next
mm.
one.
Create a variable that will store start date of the current week and
Hmm.
consider using date class.
Okay, so you are already using the date class, date out today, and you are going for the start of
Mm,
the week. Okay,
Start
this is
of the
also
week
a
method.
inbuilt function and method. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but this is fine. Next one.
Write a Apex script to load
Hmm.
100 account records at once, and the account name should be test0102
Okay,
up to
you don't
100.
have to run the script. Just share me the script.
Okay. So here I created
Okay, you have
list of
method
account
and number of accounts, and you are using a for loop.
for loop and
Name,
adding.
account. Okay, okay, okay. Here, see, the thing is.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now execute this account. I mean, execute this script.
Okay.
Go to your anonymous window. Okay. Give 500. 500.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Execute it.
Mm. I think we have to check in the.
Okay. Once again, go to your script alone. Just go to the script alone.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I don't see the braces for the for loop here. I thought, yeah,
Okay. Actually, if we are having a bunch of statements, we can use braces. If it is a
that is
single
correct.
statement,
Okay. If it is a one statement, it is
not
understanding that,
required.
okay. Suppose if I ask you to put a, braces, how will you do? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So that's what I want to check because I thought you put that insert method within the for loop. Okay.
If
So we are
okay.
not supposed to put that insert or
Yes.
update any DML statement within the loop. That is good. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Write an Apex script to update all accounts which is having billing state from CA to FL.
Hmm.
First, I'm fetching the value which are
Okay.
all having billing state at CA.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here I use for each loop, and inside that I have updated as FL
Okay.
for billing state, and then I added to this list, and finally I updated the list.
Okay. So what you are doing is select ID name from account where. Okay. Suppose if I ask you to dynamically pass the value, you will do anyway. That is fine. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Can you just give the billing state as II, just 2I? Yeah.
Okay.
Make it as 2I, capital I. Now execute the script.
Okay. There is no debug statement.
Wait. So just go to the log, go to the same log.
Okay.
Okay. Remove the debug only. Come down. Come down. Okay. Execute anonymous account. So no heap. Just go up, little bit up. Go up. So you see there are some null parameters and null values being passed, right? Okay. Now go to your script. I think you haven't to save this script. Save this one. Now execute the script.
Okay.
Okay, just come down. We have null parameters and everything. Okay, go to your script bar. Update billing state of account. Okay, see, there are some best practices you should follow. Okay, in order to follow that best practice, in our folder itself, there is a video called error handling in Apex. You can find it in the advanced Apex folder. Just watch that. I tell you what are the things you should keep in mind. In the line number 11, you are updating ACCTS, right? At times, what will happen if there is no account available? It means no list value is available. By the time it will throw that null pointer error. You will be actually trying to update a list which is don't have any value. In that case, in the code, it will throw a null pointer error. So in order to avoid that, what you have to do is before that line number 11, you have to add some conditioning. Whether you have to
Okay.
check whether the list is having the value or not. All that you have to
Okay.
do is just a if condition.
Okay.
Okay, that is one thing.
Mm.
Then another thing is always have a try and catch between the
Okay.
blocks.
Okay.
If you are
Okay.
going to do some manipulation, some activities, or put that in the try and
Okay.
create a catch statement, so
Okay.
that it is a best practice you can follow. So whenever an exception happening, you can capture that and it will help you in the debug. Since
Okay.
if it is a 10 line or 13 line code, you will find it easy to find the bug. Whereas if it is going to be a 100 line, 200 lines of code, right? At times we will find it very difficult. So
Okay.
always have the best practice of having try and catch. And one more thing is header file. Header file is nothing but what is the purpose of this class? What you have to do is just add a commented lines, okay, header. And these are things we have explained in the error handling video. Just watch that. So going forward, you have just implement that best practice also.
Okay.
Logic wise, syntax wise, everything fine. And these are the few things you should keep in mind, because during the interview also they will ask you what are the best practices you follow while writing an Apex and all.
Okay.
Okay, that will help. This is good and fine. We move on to the next one.
Write a Apex script or class that should be given a sentence as input, and it should display the output in debug log as
Okay,
given below.
okay. Ah, not like this. See, this is a very simple one, right? You are just passing the sentence and you are putting a debug statement. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
What if I giving you some dynamic sentence?
Here, uh, I'm passing the sentence in
Okay,
dynamic.
you are passing the sentence there, right? Okay, but in the debug, what will come? She appears. It will come like she appears, Sa appears, right? What will if I give you some different sentence that don't have these words? She, shaw, yeah. Okay, this is not the way I want you to implement. See, that you can see an example like number of occurrences.
Okay.
That is that you can search and go like how to count the number of occurrence of word or something like that. Okay, you have to use map functionality here. I
Okay.
tell you the high level. For example, you have two things here. One is that word, another is that number of times. You can keep that word in a map key, which is a unique parameter. Okay,
Okay.
and you can
Okay.
put that count as a key values.
Okay.
That's you have to use a map functionality so that you to implement this particular case study. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
maybe you can also Google for a number of occurrence of word in a sentence. You will get some idea. See that you will get a code, but my thing is just have understanding on that, so that if we give any sentence, you should be in a position to implement that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. SQL query. Yeah.
Write as SQL
SOSL
query.
for Arun and Nemit. Okay, fine.
Uh, this is a query.
In the name field, Arun or Aravind. Okay, pa, this is fine. Next one.
Next one is write a SQL query for returning the name for all the accounts, and for each account, last name of each contact.
Okay,
Here I use select name.
okay. You use the
Select
subquery. Okay, fine. This is fine, pa. Next one.
write a SQL query
Total
to
number
count
of
the total
opportunity.
number
Okay,
of
you are using
records.
count of record. I have seen that.
Count of
Okay, fine. Next one.
create account called AC02 and create two opportunities under the account.
Hmm.
And finally, we need to return the opportunity amount total.
Okay, okay. No. Just see. I don't want you to execute any script. I want
No.
SQL query.
Inside the
Okay, open what you have done. We'll see.
so here
Oh, you are right. A big query like this. Okay, fine. Okay, for even inserting an account, you went for Apex. Okay. Actually, you no need to go for an Apex to inserting the data like this. You can manually insert the data. All the time, I have given that case study for a
Okay.
SQL query. The line number 16 is enough actually.
Okay.
You are having a sum of amount from opportunity with the account ID. Okay, pa, this is fine. Line number 16 is fine. All that you have to use the aggregate. Okay.
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 And write
13.
a SQL query to return the list of stage name and total number of records.
Okay.
So here I used a group by thing, and accordingly the result came.
Okay. You did a group by stage name and you have given the count of
Count name.
okay. Okay, pa, this is fine.
That's all.
Okay.
Yesterday.
For the rest of the things, please send me the message you did like for report. Okay. Yesterday,
Okay. Okay.
send me the message. Let me evaluate it and I'll
Okay.
give you my comment. Okay.
And this eighth one and all I'll see, and I'll.
Okay, pa. Eighth one, you work on that and let me
Okay.
know. Okay.
Okay.
Good work, pa. Fine.
Yeah.